An area teenager brutally attacked and left for dead, stabbed more than 30 times. Police say all because her attacker was high on a drug that you can buy legally almost anywhere.
Fox 42's Clark Young shows us how these bath salts nearly destroyed a family. And we do want to warn you, some of the images you're about to see are graphic.
He came running in, he jumped on top of me, stabbed me twice in the back. I got up and tried running twice and I fell both times, and I noticed I couldn't use my left leg. After he had stabbed me in the back, I rolled over and I noticed it was my Uncle Rich.
At just 15 years old, Cheyenne Borum has been through more than most people will go through their entire lives. But for her, she's just happy that she's alive. July 21st, 2011, Cheyenne and her family had traveled to Illinois, where they were visiting her grandmother and her uncle.
The first night that we were there, it was going wonderful. And then before we had gone to bed, I heard yelling and everything.
Cheyenne was sleeping in a room with her grandmother.
Rich came in and he was standing at the bottom of the bed. And he was just looking around and then he was just staring at us.
Cheyenne's grandmother then got up and followed him out into the living room to see what was wrong.
And I kept hearing banging, and then my grandma didn't come back in the room. And then he came running in, he jumped on top of me, shoved something in my mouth, and he had stabbed me twice in the back, broke the blade off in my back, and threw the handle on the floor.
By the time he was done, Cheyenne had 29 slashes all over her body and 9 stab wounds. All of this because Cheyenne's uncle was on bath salts. Now, these aren't the same type of bath salts that you buy at the store. Now, the bath salts that Cheyenne's uncle used are made by synthetic designer drug companies that mix together legal chemicals, but when ingested, they have the same side effects as heroin, cocaine, and meth. Christine Gabig is a forensic scientist with the Douglas County Sheriff's Office and has been studying the effects of these bath salts for the past couple of years.
There's no legitimate use for these as a bath salt. They also sell them as plant foods, plant fertilizers, and there's no legitimate use for them as a plant food or a plant fertilizer either. So when they put them in these packages, and they say it's a bath salt, and they even put not for human consumption on the back. And that's a pretty good indication that you're actually getting something that could be ingested to get you high.
Gabig says that they're able to sell these legally by just slightly changing the chemical structure that makes up drugs like meth and other amphetamines, and then advertise them as bath salts.
It's not bath salts, it's just being advertised that way. It's a drug to get you high. It's in a little package like this, and it's going to be, $30-40 and just about 5 grams of white powder inside.
Currently, these bath salts are being sold in tobacco shops and head shops across the state of Nebraska. But Gabig says the scariest part is how easy it is to purchase them online.
You just type in bath salts purchase, and you just get lists of places that you can order online. Add to cart. It's as easy as it is to buy something off of Amazon. But we don't know what's in these things, and so until we test it and then we find out what's in it, and it has actually been proven to cause paranoia, psychosis, seizures, aggression. So it is something that can really mess with the person's brain.
And unfortunately for Cheyenne Borum, she knows firsthand the effects that these can have on someone as they turn her own uncle into the person that nearly took her life. Clark Young, Fox 42 News.
Now, Cheyenne's uncle is behind bars in LaSalle County, Texas. He's charged with attempted murder and with attacking other members of her family.
Tomorrow night, we continue Cheyenne's story. First, doctors didn't think she was going to survive. Then, they thought she would never walk again. Fox 42's Clark Young will show us how she proved them all wrong.
And bath salts, the drug police say was involved in Cheyenne's attack, are banned in some way in about 30 states, but not in Nebraska. And State Senator Heath Mello says he plans to introduce a bill to ban the chemicals here.
You see not Nebraska and also Iowa there as well, not banned on that map. So
That'll be changing, I think, in the years to come.
Yeah, and stories like this perhaps can draw some awareness to that too.
Some attention, absolutely.
Yeah, good news.